Hi, my name's Andy, welcome back to the channel. In this video, I'll be showing you a simple modification you can do to your folding bike to make it go faster. It's easy and it uses basic tools. So let's get into it. So here we have one of my folding bikes, the Turn D8, and this is perhaps the higher end folding bike that I own. The main difference with this bike is that it has higher gearing, so it does go faster. There are 8 cogs on the back wheel, but generally the thing that's going to make it go faster is this crank here. And on the Turn D8 we have 52 teeth on the crank cog. Some folding bikes that you might buy, especially the cheaper second-hand ones and the ones that are surplus, Japanese import, you may find that the crank is a lot smaller. The amount of teeth that are on here is stamped on the back, so you will be able to find it. So this cog from the Japanese surplus folding bike, this has 40 teeth. So if you compare it to the cog with the 52, you can see it's a lot smaller. So an easy way to make your bicycle go 20% faster is to replace the crank cog there. Now it's relatively easy to pick up spare parts for bicycle. And if you have a look at my video spare parts from the junkyard, you'll see how I get my spare bicycle parts. Now what I've been able to pick up today is a mountain bike crank. This crank is stamped with 48, so it has 48 teeth compared to the folding bike that of course has 40. You can see it's a lot bigger. So as you pedal that, you have to give it less rotations to get it to go the same amount of distance. So it will go a lot faster with the larger crank cog. So replacing these cogs is fairly easy. You only need to have very simple bike tools. Now I'll show you what tools I use here. First of all, you're going to want to start with a socket set with a 14mm socket. Now that's for taking the bolt out from the center of the crank. So remove the bolt from there first. Once you've done that, you need to take one of these crank pulling tools. It's very simple and it's pretty inexpensive. I'll put a link down below for these tools. They're not expensive, so it's a very cool and easy tool to have with you if you are doing these kind of bike repairs. So how this works is it screws in to the crank there, at which point you add a spanner, just any adjustable spanner. As you turn it, this tool pulls the crank arm free from the crank, so you can take these off, and they're interchangeable. So of course at this point you want to grab one from a mountain bike. This one's got 48 teeth, and then replace it onto your folding bike. It's going to make you go 20% faster. Let's have a look at the Japanese surplus folding bike now and see what the improvement looks like. So you can see the crank there. That has been replaced with a mountain bike crank with 48 teeth. And the outcome is that this bike now rolls just as fast as the Turn. Of course, there's all sorts of improvements that you can do to your folding bike, lots of modifications, and I'll put a video up here for my modifications you can do to your folding bike. But thanks for watching the channel. If you've got any comments, please leave them below. My name's Andy, Hobo Cyclist, and I'll see you in the next episode.